How grandma says I look. How I actually look. Truman, surrender. Japan, no. Truman, do you want to explode? Japan, bombs a couple of ships. US, freaking blows up 2 entire cities. US, almost lose my cool there. I'm going to Easton. Silence Ottoman at Constantinople. 1915. 1914's Christmas truce was really fun. Maybe it'll happen again this year. Machine gun fire. Never again. Everyone talking about World War I pausing for Christmas. Washington in the Revolution. When the Yuan dynasty finally collapses. Oh yeah, it's Ming. Japanese pilot, what are we supposed to do when we run out of ammo? Japanese officer, you must self-destruct. Mongols in Vietnam. French in Vietnam. US in Vietnam. Third class is hungry. First class, croissants. Hello Mr. Dog. I'm sorry sir, but Rome has fallen. When you get kidnapped by Cilician pirates, but they only hold you ransom for 20 talents of silver. How rude. I'm Delishu. Using the expanding brain format. Using the expanding Genghis Khan Mongol Empire format. The emus won a big victory. I knew it, I just needed to hear it. British and German soldiers in 1914 waiting for the Christmas to play some soccer. The Spanish Inquisition. Europe. Are you threatening me, Master Pope? The church will decide your marriage's fate. I'm the church. Britain seeing a worthless rock in the middle of nowhere. Mine. How my grandma thinks I look. How I actually look. British colonial empire. Spanish colonial empire. German colonial empire. Swedish colonial empire. Polish colonial empire. How many times have you been invaded? Poland. Yes. When you see the link DQW4W9WGXCQ and you know where it brings you, you can't trick me anymore. How did Rome have so many emperors that only ruled a short time? The secret ingredient is murder. My British ancestors watching my country that once ruled the world but is now struggling to keep one island together. Shame. Czechoslovakia. France and UK. Munich Agreement. The Russian Empire allies its left with Great Britain. Europe. The ogre has fallen in love with the princess. Many modern things have their origins in the Middle Ages. For instance, Dole. The entire kingdom of Hawaii. Russia. We sent a dog to space. Meanwhile, the people freezing to death in Gulag. Teacher. Today we are going to the south. Girls. Ooh. I hate the south. The boys. Industrialization happens. Parents. Looks like you're going to the factories, Jimbo. No one. Most of Polish history. Why won't anyone help me? Imagine being shot and dying. This post was made by the Teddy Roosevelt gang. Easy. Hard. Turks trying to invade Romania like, oh look at that, I've been impaled. Selling Alaska to the US because it's just useless tundra. The US finds oil there. US government looking for a reason to go to war with Spain. USS Maine sinks by total accident. US government. This movie is based on a true story. The movie. Europe when the United States didn't join the League of Nations. Hold on, this whole operation was your idea. Americans in 1918 be like. Silence Crawd. You are a saucy boy. What, you egg? He stabs him. France when Germany attacks. France when a king is too rich. France when someone increases gas prices. Iraqi army retreats from Kuwait. US Air Force. It's free real estate. Literally every world issue. USA. Communism. Chips at the top of the bag. Chips at the bottom. Mexico with a telegram. The British intercepting it. When you get rejected from art school, I will be chancellor. UN therapist. Okay, so what's your earliest childhood memory? United States. When you lose the first war, so you start a second and kill 20% of Rome's population only to lose again. These are confusing times. You have a lot of nerve coming back. You have a lot of nerve being alive. Billy, what have you done? I want food and democracy. But it's gulag time. Could you stop trying to kill all of us? Dictators at least once a century. For 5 minutes. Tito dies. Every ethnic group in Yugoslavia. You guys wanna fight? Britain. Any part of the world producing tea. Medieval doctors when they stab your skull with a metal bike to stop a headache. Health. There were no advancements in the Middle Ages. Medieval clock. Eyeglasses. Gunpowder. Gothic architecture. Paper money. The printing press. Tim, bae come over. I can't, my parents are home. Tim, I just finished relocating the natives. Things we are bringing back in the 2020s. Flappers. Art Deco. The Charleston. Polished wind hazards. Me blade is only for killing monsters. What about the guy you just killed 10 seconds ago? He was the worst monster of all. 10 seconds ago. Nobody cares about the burning of the Library of Alexandria. Nobody. French nobles during the French Revolution. Why can't we print money to pay off debt? Hey, I've seen this one. How to deal with Vietnamese farmers. France. America. Programmer in the 60s. Because memory is so expensive, we'll use 2 digits to represent the year instead of 4 and future programmers will fix it later. People in 1999. We're all dead. Nobody can beat Russia in winter. Mongols. When Japan attacks Pearl Harbor and America joins the war. Winston Churchill. Time to hit the beach. When you're fighting the British in a revolutionary war and another country wants to assist. Croissants. Rome. Carthage. Actual history sources. The History Channel. Spend years developing plans to attack France. Find a shortcut through Belgium. The Belgians fight back. The Belgians fight back, and Britain joins the war. How everyone saw Spain in 1598. Spain actually in 1598. Alexander the Great's enormous empire. The exact second he dies. Florida couple arrested for selling tickets to heaven. The church in 1500. My true successor. Canada. What they did to the Native Americans. When you lose more than 600,000 men in 4 months. For an offensive that will allow you to advance by only 3 kilometers. Our victory. Can I copy your homework? Yeah, just change it up a bit, so it doesn't look obvious you copied. Okay. The Odyssey. The Aeneid. Things we are bringing back in the 2020s. Flappers. Art Deco. The Charleston. The Spanish Inquisition. Who would win? The Mongolian army. A couple of strong winds. Stalin. When you disagree with him during the Great Purge. Silent Trotskyist. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Feel free to check out my other videos as well. Thank you for watching.